I'm back with another video. I cannot stress this enough. I want to say this, please. If you don't, get you a passport and make sure you travel and see the world. Get outside your bubble. Please do that for me. Can we do that? Can we work on that 2023? Come on now. So what we're going to be doing today, I'm going to be discussing some tips that you can use when traveling abroad. Today's focus is going to be on the Philippines because that's where I just came from recently, and I've been going there since probably 2006. I've been going there. Took a 3-year break because of COVID, but I'm back on my regular schedule traveling. Next month, I'm thinking about doing Thailand, and the month after that, I'm probably going to do Japan. So the tips I got are from traveling there all these years, meeting friends, meeting new people, and we just have these talks about do's and don't when you're going over to the Philippines. So let's get to it. We're going to discuss these today. First thing that we gotta remember, you are a tourist. This is not your country. Make sure you stay safe, but also have fun. Tip number 2, make sure you're not one of those last minute people and you reserve your room ahead of time. Because if you get there thinking you're gonna get this nice fancy room, it might be that time of the year where it's very packed and you can't. So make sure you reserve your room very, very early. One of the websites I use is trips.com. It's a very good website. I get my hotel and I get all my flights there. Number 3, I don't know if you know, but I found out the hard way. When you get in your room, the toothpaste, the shampoo, the lotion, the toothbrush, all that nice stuff that's in the bathroom, make sure you bring your own stuff, because if you use any of that stuff, if you use any of it, guess what? It's gonna be charged to you. Yes, it will be. I found out the hard way. To add on to that, most of the hotels over there, they have a nice black box where you can put all your passport, you can put your wallet in there, you can put your money in there. Make sure you use that black box. So if you're traveling to Manila and you want to go, let's say Angeles City, what I recommend you to do, don't get in the taxis when you walk out the airport. A friend recommended this to me and it's very, very, very helpful. What you want to do, you want to get in, I'm sorry, I said don't get in a taxi. Actually, you want to get in one of the taxis, but you want to come out the airport and you want to go to your left, and there's going to be a little stand, and you're going to talk to that guy, and then he's going to ask you where do you want to go. You tell him where you want to go. You're going to fill out a slip. He gives it to the yellow taxi. You're going to get in that taxi, and what you want to look for, or where you want to go, is you want to go to Terminal 3. Terminal 3, and you want to get on the Genesis bus. The Genesis bus is very, very nice. I think it's like 300, maybe 400 pesos, and it will take you down to Angeles City. I think it takes about 1 hour and 30 minutes. Very, very convenient. Make sure you remember that Genesis bus. One thing that I noticed on my last trip, they changed the rules for SIM cards. Before, you can just go there at the airport, you can go downtown and you can get you a SIM card very easy. Now it's a little difficult. Now you need to show them your passport, and you also need to show them your ticket, and then you can get you a SIM card, because you might not want to depend on that Wi-Fi. So just remember that. Now we getting into the nitty gritty. Listen to me, fellas, ladies, listen to me. Do not fall in love with the first beautiful female you meet. I know for some of you might not be getting it like that back in the world, but don't fall in love. Don't do that. Especially if you only gonna be there for a week. You only gonna be there for a weekend, At least get to know the girl before you fall in love. Hey, do what you gotta do. I'm just trying to give you some advice. I mean, this tip right here should be for anywhere you go. First, I want to say be kind to the females. Also, be kind to your local neighbors, the people that live there in the town. Don't be rude to them. Most of the people over there, they're very nice and they're very kind. They'll greet you good morning. You know, it's okay to say good morning back. Just be very, very kind to those people. Remember, this is not your country. Now, for me, when I'm traveling, I usually go to the ATM, which I just figured out last time. One of the ATMs I used to use, my friend, he told me, don't go down this road anymore because there's people sitting up in the cut and they waiting for you to go to the ATM. You thinking it's sweet and they gonna get you. I never had a problem when I was over there. I never had a problem. I'm respectful to everybody. I guess probably, you know, I'm a big dude, so I never had issues. But there are people that go over there and they get robbed. They thinking, you know, they thinking it's sweet over there and they get robbed. So what I would recommend to you is to use the ATM maybe on the main street lights. A lot of people around, make sure you use those ATMs. For me, I usually take out about $100 to $200 a day. That's about 10,000 pesos, and that's what I walk around with. Now, if you're gonna stay in town, you can walk around, but if you wanna go to the outskirts, maybe about 10, 15 minutes away, the best way that I found to travel is to get on the trikes. I don't even know how to describe trikes. It's like a dude, he's on a motorcycle, but he got another box and you get in that box and my man's moving on the trike. It's a very, very fun experience. You know, he's going in and out of traffic. Make sure you get on the trike. You gotta do that. Listen to me. Listen to me. You're gonna see some kids, they're gonna be begging for money. I know you're gonna be like, oh, look at the kids. Let me get some money in my pockets. Do not give them money. You're thinking like, why not? Listen, if you give one of those kids money, there's gonna be like 5, 10, 15, 20 little kids coming out of the corner, coming out the woodworks, and now you gotta give them all money. And every time they see you, they're gonna ask you for more money. So don't give them money. On that tip, on that note, like I said, there's kind people over there. So one mistake I made, the flower ladies. I seen the flower lady, she's like, buy a flower. I wasn't thinking nothing about it. I said, I'll get it later. Don't say later. Don't say later, because guess what? If you go in the club and the bar and you're in there for 3-4 hours, when you come outside, guess what? That flower lady gonna be sitting there like this, waiting for you. And if you don't give her the money for the flower, she's gonna cuss you out. She's gonna be pissed off. So if you don't want a flower, you're not gonna get it right there, don't tell her later, because she gonna wait for you. And she gonna be pissed. She gonna be pissed if you don't give her money. When I'm walking around, I told you I have about 5,000, 10,000 pesos. When I leave my hotel, you gotta be careful of the pickpocketers. You gotta be careful. Little kids, I've seen it on camera. One kid will walk up onto you on this side, the other walk up onto you this side, and this one will be talking to you, this one's in your pocket, and then they run away. And guess what? All your stuff's gone. So be careful. When I go out, I take my card with me, just in case I gotta go to the ATM. I take my cash and my phone. And I walk around, this is just me, I walk around with my hands in my pocket everywhere I'm going, just to be safe. I don't wanna be one of those people that get my stuff got. When you walking around, you're gonna see a lot of people trying to sell you stuff. You got your man out there, he always gonna be trying to sell you Viagra. I mean, if you need it, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not there yet, so I don't need it. I probably wouldn't buy it off the streets, but they're gonna try to sell you everything on the streets. I had one guy try to sell me a knife. I had another guy try to sell me a snake. I seen the dude walking around with the prawns. I was gonna buy some prawns though. They were like this big, but I didn't know where to cook them, so I didn't buy them. But everybody's gonna be trying to sell you stuff. Don't buy it. Don't. You out in them clubs, you sitting out there, you're gonna have your waitress. She's gonna come to you, whatever you want, she's gonna be there. Guess what? When you take that last sip of your drink and before you put it down on the table, she's gonna be back there, boom, what you want. That's cool, I respect it. Yeah, let me get that, I need that. But one thing, listen, Make sure you tip your waitress. Make sure you tip her. She's there for you all night. Give her a tip. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Tip your waiter. So the next time you think about traveling to the Philippines, make sure you remember these tips. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Oh, I forgot one thing. If you out there in them streets and you a wild boy, you know what I'm talking about. Make sure before you leave, you get you your Z-Pack. If you know, you know. I'm out.